Alright, dude, that's the end of the video. So we're gonna stop recording here. Alright, so now that we're stopped recording, I gotta return this to my dad because he's really mad. He told me I can only take it out for like 2 hours.
Wait, has it been 2 hours yet? Fuck. Can we fuck first?
How much time we got?
Like 2 minutes.
Easily.
Wait, it's still going. Alright, what the fuck is up, everybody? Today we're gonna be teaching you fuckers how to drive. I have an automatic car, so this guy's here with his manual car. So we're gonna be doing one automatic how to drive and then one manual how to drive.
I don't know how to drive manual.
We're both learning. Let's get right into it.
Brake pedals.
Alright, so we're starting with the automatic car. Step one is always going to be check your mirrors, alright? You never know when there's going to be a pair of titties in your mirror, so you always want to check them. No titties here either, and no titties here either. Alright, so step one, like I was saying, you want to check all your mirrors. So this guy,
Mirror 1 over here.
no titties. Mirror 2 over there.
Mirror 2, so you get a better view. This one, the sun's directly in my eyes. You don't need to see your mirror anyway.
Yeah, no titties. And then this here, no titties as well, so we don't need to worry about any of these mirrors when we're driving. Alright, no titties. Sucks for you, you probably just have no bitches. Step 2 is going to be start the car, alright? So you want to take your key. So now you want to get your key, whichever one goes in here.
I get a close up on that key to make sure it's the right key.
Well, this is the key. If you're a virgin, you might have some trouble with this. You just have to put it in the hole, and there we go. All right, next step. When you got it in the hole, you want to put your foot all the way on the gas, and then you want to start your car. Like I was saying, when you start your car, you just want to put your foot all the way on the gas.
As you can see down here,
This,
there is, you can't see anything, okay?
right, but here,
There is 2 pedals down
yep, right here. If you hear that, then that one's the brake. You can definitely hear that one.
Alright. So, as you can see, right, so you're going to turn the key.
Start it, and then all the way on the gas.
As you can see over here, this is your startup meter here.
Right here.
That's how you know you're ready.
Yep, so when you start your car, you just want to hold your car right here at about, what is that, 7,000? A little under 7,000 RPMs. And then when you hear like a big noise or you see some smoke, that's when your car's ready to go.
See right there? Didn't do too much. Didn't do it enough.
Yeah, I have a Hyundai, so I'm not really going to go up there because this car's not built for that. But if you drive something like a Toyota or a Nissan, then you can do that all you want, especially if you drive a Ford. Alright, next step, obviously this is automatic. You can't fucking shift without having your foot on the brake. So you know, press it on the brake. You want to go into drive.
You can see here we got P. So if you need to go P, you could stop the car. And then you got R. That's for race mode if you want to go super fast. And you have N right here. N is for no, so you're not going to move. And then D over here is for drive. So that's if you want to drive.
So we want to go forward, so we're going to press the brake. We're going to go down to D.
Which means drive. So you ready? D, drive.
And then now you take your foot off the brake. And now press it on the gas.
And we're going forward.
Now we're coming up on a bump here. So what you want to do is you want to go faster. Jesus Christ.
And then as a good passenger, what you want to do is anytime you see a bump or like, what do you call those? Like a divot.
Oh yeah.
And you will go over it, you have to make noises according to how hard you hit it.
Yeah. So
see, so we're gonna hit the speed bump slightly fast, so you gotta just see, it wasn't too fast, so you gotta just a little noise.
yeah, but if you hit it faster, like such, go like 20.
See, but if you go faster, you can go over it, and then you just see, it's like that's how you let the driver know that it was too fast.
Yeah. And then obviously the lower the noise gets, the better you're doing.
Yeah.
Just like with normal sex.
I wouldn't know.
I wouldn't know either.
I just hear stories.
So we're coming up on the turn here, so signal and then turn.
See. I don't know if you could tell there, but he did that turn completely wrong. Normally what you want to do is, as you turn, you push the gas, and as you come out of the turn is when you let go of it. So as soon as you hit that, as soon as you turn your wheel, you're going to want to hit your gas as fast as possible, like as much as you can.
Yeah, this whole time you guys also want to be driving with traction control off, so let me turn that
Yes.
off real quick. Let me stop the car real quick.
As you can see, we put it in P for P because we want to stop.
Yep, because I have to go pee. You don't want to pee as you're driving because then it just goes everywhere.
Been there, done that, lesson learned.
Yeah, but there's this button right over here. Okay, let me see. There's this button right here that looks like you're sliding around. That's what we're
Actually,
gonna.
it looks like two snakes coming out of the rear tires.
Yeah, so we're gonna activate those snakes. You see that light turned on right there.
Snakes for S, like slippery.
All that means is now we are in drift mode. So now this D, it doesn't stand for drive, it stands for drift.
There you go. Learn something new every day.
So now we're just gonna start going forward.
There, going forward. No fun.
Now we're really gonna need a little camera.
See, we're coming up to a turn here.
Yep, so use your signal.
You want to signal left because
Left.
we're going right.
Yep.
And then
Let's see the block.
that was very safe.
Remember, we're professionals.
Closed. That was great. That's exactly what you want to do.
Yeah, make sure, like us, you're doing this in an open parking lot so you don't
Yes.
hit anything or anyone, unless you're having a Mustang. And you can
Yeah,
just,
you'll find people. I don't know how, but you will find somebody.
So now here, we don't want to be in drift mode anymore. So we're just gonna turn the snakes off. There we go, and I'll just show you what the traffic gators look like. That's the left one if you're going right. That's the right one if you're going left. And then this one means it did something wrong.
That's POV or a Ford owner.
Alright, and then now we're gonna get into reversing. Reversing, it's the R here.
That was race mode.
It's race mode, but it's only race mode if you have the snakes turned on.
Oh,
Yeah.
that makes sense.
Yeah, so the snakes are off now. So now this is now reverse. I understand if you guys don't get this in the first try, just watch this video over and over again until you get it. So we'll get a POV of in the car reversing and then out the car reversing. So same thing as you're putting it into drive. So you're just gonna put your foot on the brake and then switch it into reverse. And now this one has a camera because I'm rich. So if you don't have a camera, what you're gonna do is you're gonna come up here. You're gonna look in this mirror.
This is the titty mirror.
Yep. If you
This
see,
is, as you can see, there's nobody back in the back seats here. But normally there would be females here because they're not allowed in the front seat.
so yeah, that's why you would see titties in this mirror.
You would, when you want to adjust it, you want to adjust it so it sees about right here, because that's where their titties are gonna be.
Yeah. So if you see right now, this is adjusted pretty high, so we can see out of the rear windshield. But you just want to bring it right about here.
There you
That
go.
way you have a nice view of the back seat.
There you go. Titty mirror.
All right. So now, just to go backwards, you're not gonna look at any of your mirrors. You're kind of just gonna wing it until you hear a sound or until you run something over. So now we're just gonna start going backwards. And then you can press the gas a little bit if you want to go faster. And then, you know, whenever you're ready to stop, just slam it. And that's how you reverse. And now we'll get a POV from outside of the car.
Alright, so this is a step-by-step instructions on how to exit a vehicle. Okay, so I have this on me, so all I gotta do is just throw that in the back. It's not my car and I don't care. And then you see this button. I don't know how to read, but it says some words right there.
It says titties?
No. Definitely does not. I know how to read titties. So I'm gonna push that. And then this contraption, I don't know what it's called, but wraps around me like a hug, and I need some of those sometimes, so I put it on. Alright, you're gonna want to find the door handle here.
Yep, and there's no child locks on the front doors of cars, so you can be going pretty fast and still exit the vehicle.
You can just see that. You can see the floor is moving, and then you just want to get out. Alright, and then as you can see, the door is still open, so you just want to... Alright, good.
Alright, so now this is POV of how to reverse from outside of the car. So same thing, you just want to put it into reverse, and then you're going to look behind, make sure nobody's there, and then just start going. That's how I pull up to your mom's house.
I would just like to give a PSA announcement that as you've seen, that is the front wheel, and that is the rear wheel. And since this car is a front wheel drive car, everything is in reverse. So if you want to go backwards, you got to go forward, and if you want to go forward, you got to go backwards.
Yeah.
That's why you put it in reverse, to go that way.
Yep. And then now you can see, put it in drive, and then we'll go backwards. Then we'll put it in reverse, then go forward. You just want to make sure you're looking the right way. Obviously, if you're reversing and going backwards, you want to look this way. If you're driving forward, you want to look that way. All right, so now we're going to move on to when you're getting home or whenever you're getting to where you're going, you're going to want to park. So we're going to teach you how to park. If you can see, all these parking spots are sort of diagonal. And then if you learn, you know, from when you were studying for your driver's license or whatever, you want to be parking in between the lines. So this is how we're going to demonstrate that on this side over here. So as you can see, I'm lined up with the lines. Just want to go forward. Make sure you're in the lines, and then stop.
Alright, so this is going to be the manual version. It's called manual because some guy named Manuel invented it. You gotta have sunglasses or you're not a cool guy.
Yeah, you see how bright it is outside? You need these glasses.
Automatic 10 horsepower right there. Okay, so as you can see on here, we have first gear, second gear, third gear, fourth gear, fifth gear, sixth gear, and race mode. And right here we have our button that switches it from drift mode to drive and race mode to reverse.
Yeah, the snakes, but like we were talking earlier.
Exactly. And then over here we got this button here. That's when it's snowing outside, and if you want it to stop snowing, you could push that button. And then this one right here, that's like if your back is like really crooked, you can click it, and then the seats will like conform to your back.
Yeah, that's also the blow-up sex doll attachment. It comes out of here, and it just sits where I'm sitting, and you can just have fun.
How do you know that? And we have here, this is one of the first steps when you drive. You can say tour if you just want to tour, and you could put sport if you want to go fast. This is very, very great for fuel economy. If you put it on touring, you can get like 70 miles to a gallon. If you put it on sport, it goes down to like 10. It makes way cooler noises. I prefer sport, but you know, I'm rich, so it doesn't really matter about miles per gallon. And then you can see we have a screen here.
Like he said, he was rich.
This is like top quality stuff right here, like
Yeah.
professionally installed.
If you see, this one is bigger than the screen I had, so he has more money than me.
That's how you, yeah. What do you, yeah. Words. And you can see right here, it is Friday, March 13th, 2020, 2:06 a.m. It is a grind out here. We work hard to put these videos out for you, so if you could like and subscribe, we'd appreciate that so much.
Yeah, turn on that bell.
And then, you know, before we even get into the driving, we gotta go through like decor, because you can't drive if you don't look cool. That's like number one. If you don't look cool, you're not gonna drive cool.
Exactly.
So, you know, this guy up here, you know, it's telling you, like, I don't know how to read, so I don't really know what it's telling you, but it looks like there's some type of stuff. Maybe that's like the AC is coming out and blowing onto this. I don't know what that is. But, you know, it may be a dude. Probably a dude. Cause
Oh, is that the sex doll?
could be, you know, haven't used that feature yet. But then back here, you see we have a small person. You know, they don't like to be called midgets anymore. But they're in a car seat. And obviously they have to be in the back. It looks like this one's a female because it's sitting in the back. But I do not have back seats, so we can get rid of that. Same thing over there, so if your passenger knows how to read, they can also read that. Alright, and then we have, you know, you gotta have some type of decor in here. So when the ladies get in, you know, I support Save the Turtles movement. So if I go to Davis, you know, all the girls, oh my god, save the turtles. No, I use cardboard straws, you know, blah blah, whatever.
Nothing plastic in here besides their titties.
Exactly. You can see right here, it says, I don't really know what that says. As I said before, I can't read.
Oh my god, it's COVID.
But, so your passenger usually, like, that's the one that tells you where you're going, so they probably know how to read.
Yeah.
So they can read that. As you
Yeah.
can see on mine, I have a picture. I know what that means because I don't know how to read. So usually the driver doesn't know how to read and the passenger knows how to read.
Yeah, so these are more of like directions. So you want to go straight, turn right, and then keep going straight, turn right, turn left, turn left. It's like a maze. Now you're in a dead end, so you got to go back all the way around until you can get to the end.
See, that he's smarter than me, that's why he's the passenger. But as we stated earlier, I'm more rich than him, so I don't need a key. I have this thing here. This is a button, and it will start my car for me. So there's 3 pedals down here.
I think you see one of them.
Okay, so this is your gas pedal, just like normal. This is your brake pedal, and this is your second brake. So if this brake fails, you want to go ahead and use this brake. But most people would think you use 1 foot for all 3, but cool guys use 2 feet. You know, I have 2 feet, might as well use them.
You got 3 legs though.
So there's also this guy here. This is your 4th brake. Or is that 3rd? I don't know how to count. This is your 3rd brake.
Yeah, 3rd.
Just like my 3rd leg. So this is your like accessory brake. You don't really want to use this unless you're putting your car into drift mode, which we may or may not do. Wink wink. So to start the car, you want to go ahead and push your second brake, which is on the far left. You want to push it all the way down, and then you want to click this button here. And as you can hear, it starts really good. Beautiful. And then before you get time to warm it up or anything, you have to rev it all the way to the red line. As you can see, mine is about 7 grand. So you just want to rev it all the way up there until you start seeing smoke coming out. And there's no smoke, so I'm going to keep doing it. What you want to do here is we would want to go into 1st gear because we're going to go straight. So what you want to do is you want to push in your 3rd brake as far in as you can. And then you're going to slide this over. Just follow the map, see. I don't know how to read, so they put a map on here for me. So you go all the way left and up. See, now you're in 1st gear. So that means you're going to go straight. So what you're going to want to do is let off your 3rd brake and then just push the gas in as much as you can, like as far as you can. See? And you could hear this little screech, which means you're doing a good job. It means your back tires are getting warmed up because, you know, this is a rear wheel drive car because I'm not gay. And driving is normal. So drive is straight, reverse is reverse. And as you know, he did his mirrors first. I don't use mirrors because, like, what do I use mirrors for? I don't know. What I'm gonna do is
Put it into first gear.
and we're gonna drive. Okay, so we're gonna come up on a speed bump here. So this car is very low. So what you're gonna want to do is you're gonna want to go all the way to the right here, and then you want to come at it at an angle. So you're gonna want to go just like perpendicular driving. You go at an angle, and we can straighten out now.
You see, there was no noise made, so that was perfect.
Alright, see, now we're coming up on an intersection here. So we can go straight, and this is very important when driving. When you want to become a race driver, it's very important. So as you can see, if you go look straight, you can see a speed bump up there. And if you go right, you can see 3 speed bumps. But if you go left, there's a stop sign. So you want to take the path of the least resistance. So we're going to go straight because there's only 1 speed bump. And as you see, we're going to go into first gear. And then we're going to slowly let out of our third brake. And then we're going to just slam on the gas. And then it's speed bump, so we're going to come at an angle.
Perpendicular again.
And now we are perpendicular to the speed bump. And we're going to go right over it.
Again, no noise, so that was perfect.
And straight out here. Now we're coming up on a right turn, but remember we're not in race mode yet. So we're gonna put on our right blinker and we're gonna slowly go right. Right, now we're going straight again. And we're just cruising along. Say, you know, you wanna pick up the speed, you're going pretty slow. So you're gonna wanna push in your third brake and drop it down into second gear. And there you go, we're moving just a little slower. Going straight. Say I don't want to go over the speed bump, so we're going to want to come to a complete stop. What we're going to want to do is push in our third brake all the way down. You can see my leg is fully extended. And then you're going to want to drop this down in the middle, and then you can just let it go. And now it's just going to slowly come to a stop.
And as you can see, we're not moving anymore.
And then you can just let it go. See, feet aren't on any pedals. My third brake is not engaged, and you can wiggle this around, nothing happens.
Fantastic.
Beautiful.
Now we'll probably get into the reverse feature before we get into the race modes and drift features.
Yes, okay, so this is very important. You always want to make sure that this button is not clicked. Until this is clicked, this means reverse. So as you can see, we want to go all the way right and up. So we're going to push in our third brake all the way down. We're going to go all the way right, and then we're going to go up. And just like mentioned before, I'm richer than him, so I have a bigger screen and I can also see behind me. Now, what you're going to want to do is, since we are going in reverse, you're going to want to look straight ahead of you and just do the same thing. Slowly let off of your third brake and slam on the gas. And now we're going to show you a little bit of race mode. And what you're going to want to do here, same thing, is as soon as you come into the turn, you want to step on the gas.
And remember that screeching is a good sound.
Yes.
Just means your tires are getting heated up, and the
You're
hotter
ready
your
to drag
tires,
race.
yeah, the hotter your tires, the better traction you have.
No. And now that we're in race mode, we're going to want to go right. So we're going to turn on our left blinker, put it in first gear. Come to a complete stop. We're going to make sure it's not in gear.
I'm gonna jack the car off real quick.
And just going to roll to a stop. and we are on a slight incline, so it's just gonna slightly roll back. And during this point in time, you can go on your phone, you know, text your girlfriend or girlfriends, and just, you know, let the car roll back. If it hits anybody, you're not liable because you already put it in that mode, so you're not liable for any.
Your car's supposed to stop, so if it doesn't,
then you could sue the company.
Yeah, it's not his fault, it's Chevrolet's fault.
Exactly. I still blame Ford somehow.
And then I will also probably get you guys how to reverse from the outside of the car, so we'll show you that real quick. All right, so we'll show you how to reverse from outside the car now.
Same scenario, we're back into normal driving mode. We're not in race mode. So what you're gonna wanna do is throw it in reverse. Backup camera is, I can see the backup camera right now. So what we're gonna wanna do is, in front of us,
And that's how you reverse. That's one way to do it. If you want to do it cooler, you can do it the other way, where you want to go backwards and you're looking backwards,
which is,
and you go backwards.
Race mode. So you throw
Yeah.
it in race mode,
The race mode reverse.
then you put it, I'm gonna look in my titty mirror.
And that is how you reverse in race mode.
The more you know. I think that's gonna conclude that segment. Should we show them how to park?
Oh yeah, we can show them how to park.
Okay.
I don't know if you want to show them how to park in regular mode or race mode, or...
I'll show them how to do it in regular mode first.
Okay.
So as you can see, this parking, I am straight. So the only way to get my car to go diagonal is to go and turn my steering wheel. So what I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna turn my steering wheel all the way left because I want to go left. And then I'm going to put it into first gear, and then I'm just gonna drive straight.
And same thing, you want to make sure you're inside the lines. So he's inside that line. He's not touching this. He's inside this line. And he's also inside these lines.
And you're gonna want to make sure your third brake is engaged here, since this is basically your park. So you want to make sure your third brake is engaged when you're parking.
And that's how you park in regular mode. Now he'll show you how to park in race mode.
Now we're gonna disengage our third brake while your foot is on the first brake. Alright, then we're gonna throw it into race mode. And now we're gonna put it into reverse.
And then as you can see, he's still inside the line on this side. And then he's still inside the line on this side.
And that is how to professionally drive. Remember guys, I've been doing this for about 45 years now. I've driven professionally for 20 and recreational for the other 20. So I get it if you're not gonna understand it on the first try.
Yeah, this is years and years of practice.
You gotta put in the time. You gotta put in seat time to know what you're doing. You can't just watch the video and say, all right, I'm gonna go out and learn how to drive. You gotta sit in the car, sit in the seat, you know, put your hands on the wheel, put your hands on the shifter.
Yeah, it's like on the job training. You gotta actually do it to know what you're talking about. So we do this every day, so we know what we're talking about. So this is all done with professionals in a secure area. So, you know, don't practice this at home. Don't do any of that.
And you don't need any type of special anything to go driving, you know. You don't need any permits or any type of papers.
Yeah.
All you need to do is go out, find a car, that runs. Maybe you know how to work on cars, find one that doesn't run, fix it up. It doesn't have to conform to any laws or anything. As long as it runs and drives, you're good to go.
Yeah, you can do this in your little Honda Civic, Toyota Corolla, whatever you want to do, man.
It's also a little bit different once you're in a truck because the rules of the road are a little bit different. You can kind of do your own stuff.
Yeah, like
So,
red lights and stop signs don't really apply to you.
if you guys want like a step 2, we can go onto the actual road and show you guys a little bit of like a daily driving kind of sense.
Yeah.
Or we could also take you into a truck and show you kind of the rules of the road on there. It's a lot different because this car is so low, you kind of have to follow the road and kind of can't really go over certain speed bumps. But with the truck, it's so high, you could kind of just do your own thing.
Yeah.
Step 2, actual driving on the road. Or if you want, you guys want the truck videos, a little bit different, a little bit cooler.
Yeah, just comment down below. And then, you know, we read all the comments, we reply to all the comments. You know,
Except for those that are left by females.
yeah, unless it's titties, we don't care.
Yeah.
Okay, real quick, we're just gonna do like an in-depth, because we realized we didn't do too much in-depth on this one, but we'll do an in-depth of how to turn from outside of the car, what it looks like.
So you can see how the turn signals and how the car looks when it's turning.
Yeah, so I'll just show you where the turn signals on the car are really quick. There's some turn signals on this side, some on this side. There's also 2 on the back. Right there. So now we'll just show you how they work.
Okay, so we're gonna do this in normal mode.
Yep.
So we're just gonna put it in first gear and we're just gonna go.
All right. So yeah, he's turning right. Now he's turning left, so you turn on the left one.
As you can see, we wanted to turn left, so we went right.
You turn left. All right, now this is a bonus clip. This is not like, you know, something we would really teach you as part of the video. But if you're really experienced and you're driving around where there people are, and you're not driving a Mustang, you have to find the people on your own. So there's people right down here skateboarding. Obviously, they're in the way of the path of the car. So what you want to do is you just want to go hit them.
Yeah. We're gonna disengage our third brake, and it's in race mode right now. So if you want to kill somebody, it's got to be in race mode, or it will be illegal. You are exempt from all crimes in race mode. So now we're gonna throw it in first gear, and then we want to go that way. But I don't want to hit the speed bump, so we're gonna just go straight.
Hey man, what do you do for a living?
Get in, I'll show you.
All right,
Okay.
bonus clip.
So here's a sneak peek of what you could be seeing if we do an actual driving test. So we show you how to drive on the road. So what we're gonna do is we want to go that way. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna put on our right blinker. We're gonna put it in the first gear. We're gonna be very, very cautious. Gonna go just slowly go forward, and then we're gonna want to go left. All right. And now once we are straight, we're just going to want to slowly accelerate. And now we're going to complete stop. So we're going to want to put it into neutral and just let it coast onto a stop, not touching anything. And as you can see, it is a red light, but we are in neutral, so it obviously went to green for us, because that's just how it works. And then we're going to go straight here. And you're going to want to be very, very careful because there's a turn coming up. So you're going to want to put on your right blinker, and then we're going go the left lane, and then there's a big opening here. So what you're gonna want to do is you're gonna want to look directly right, and then just turn.
I thought you were gonna kick it.
And I'm just gonna rev it as loud as I can so they know that I'm here.
And now this house, they all know that he's here. All right, and that was a bonus clip, sneak peek of you know, what the next video could be like if you want to see more.
I would just like to add one more thing into this video, just to show you guys that I am not broke and I'm totally rich. All I gotta do to turn my car off is push this button here. I don't have keys. I'm a cool kid.
Yeah. He doesn't know I've been saving up, so I'm gonna buy like 5 Corvettes, and they're all not gonna have keys. Cause his truck and his G, do you have keys? Yeah, his truck and his G still has keys, so he's not that rich. Don't let him fool you.
Alright dude, that's the end of the video, so we're gonna stop recording here. Alright, so now that we're stopped recording, I gotta return this to my dad because he's really mad. He told me I can only take it off for like 2 hours.
Wait, has it been 2 hours yet? Fuck. Can we fuck first?
How much time we got?
Like 2 minutes.
Easily.
Wait, it's still going.